Today, I'd like to walk through the process of creating a virtual machine in the vSphere web client. Along the way, we'll look at steps and processes that are new to vSphere 5.1. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how to plan for and create a virtual machine from scratch. First, you can take some steps to make creating a virtual machine flow smoothly by asking yourself a few questions. What is my naming strategy? Will this virtual machine run on a standalone host, in a cluster, in a data store cluster, or a vApp? Will I need to migrate this virtual machine between multiple versions of ESXi hosts? What is my storage situation? Will I need to apply storage profiles? If so, are they readily available? Can I use the default hard disk, or do I want to use an existing disk to boot the virtual machine from? Let's look at some of the changes in the vSphere web client. The new Virtual Machine Wizard has a new interface. Virtual Machine Hardware version is now Virtual Machine Compatibility. A hard disk is added by default, and disk configuration is now available at the end of the virtual machine creation procedure on the hardware customization page. We'll look more closely at these changes as we progress through the wizard. To start the creation task, open the new Virtual Machine Wizard from a host, cluster, resource pool, or vApp inventory object. For this demo, let's select a cluster with DRS and HA enabled. When you access the new Virtual Machine Wizard from an inventory object, you can start several different types of deploy and clone tasks. Select Create a New Virtual Machine. Enter a name and select a folder for the virtual machine. Select your resource pool. Any compatibility issues appear in the compatibility panel. You cannot proceed until you fix them. Storage configuration in the 5.1 version of the vSphere web client differs from earlier releases. An optimal hard disk is selected for the virtual machine by default. You can configure the disk or add a new one later in this procedure. You can select a data store for the virtual machine hard disk and configuration files and optionally apply a storage profile. The storage profile lists the capabilities the virtual machine requires to run the applications within the virtual machine. The wizard shows storage that is compatible with the profile. You can right-click any column head to show or hide storage attributes for available storage. Again, any compatibility issues are listed in the compatibility panel and must be resolved before you can continue. Beginning with vSphere 5.1, the virtual machine hardware version model has changed to a virtual machine compatibility model. This change provides more provisioning flexibility in your vSphere environments. For example, if there are hosts in your environment that are earlier than 5.1, you can select ESX4X and later compatibility. Such virtual machines can also run on ESXi 5.0 or ESXi 5.1. Click the information icon next to the compatibility selection and click More Information to view a list of all features available for each different option. After you select the guest operating system and version, you are ready to customize the virtual machine's hardware. You can do this now or after the virtual machine is deployed. To add a hard disk or other device, open the New Device drop-down menu, select the device to add, and click Add. You can configure the device or other virtual machine properties and add or remove other devices. If we go back to the resource pool, you can see that the virtual machine appears on the Related Objects tab. As you can see, having a naming strategy and knowing your storage and compatibility requirements before you begin can make the process go smoothly. For more information about creating virtual machines in the vSphere web client, visit pubs.vmware.com.